Welcome to Relocating to Disney. Well, we're chipping away at getting the rest of the rooms ready so the house can be sold. And today's work is in the dining room. So let's do a quick Friday update. In June, we're having a party, and party is our 30th wedding anniversary, so we will exchange rings. Now, here is the original ring, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. And so we went to the jewelry store, ordered our 30th anniversary rings, and on Friday, we went to pick them up, and they were wrong. So they've got to go back. Jewelry store has some work to do on that. Also, Friday is supposed to be lawn mowing day, but it was raining in New York, so we told them not to mow it. And in Florida, we don't actually get mowed again until next Friday. Also, Friday is garbage pickup day. And let's take a look at the giant pile of garbage we had for them this week. Good morning. Hey, it's Saturday morning, and I'm here in the storage room. I'm going to see what I can do to repair this. What has happened is there's a pipe that goes through the wall. The pipe, through 20 years of settling of the house, has dropped a little bit, and that has caused the insulation to push down, the bottom to pop open, and now I need to fix that so that it looks okay when we go to show the house. Every Saturday, somebody comes to look at the antique car. That means every Saturday I have to jump it. Porch pickups through Facebook Marketplace are great. All you have to do is somebody says they want it, you just come set it out here on the porch, and they stop by and pick it up. They leave the money under the doormat. And it's great because you don't have to sit around and wait for them to show up. You just put it on the porch. They say they're going to be here at 1. They don't show up until 2, 3, 4, 5. Who cares? Just set it out there and they show up whenever they show up. The problem becomes when they don't show up at all. So I've got these shelves behind me now. On Tuesday, the lady said, yeah, I'll be out on Friday by noon to pick them up. It's Saturday. I contacted her this morning. I said, are you going to show up to pick these up? She said, oh, where are you located? I'm like, come on, I told you on Tuesday where I was located. You know where I'm located. So you get people like that. And we're pretty far away from the city. We're probably a good, I don't know, maybe 30, 40-minute drive from the city. And I just know that if somebody from the city contacts me and wants something, they're not going to show up. About 80% of the time, they never show up. They say, yeah, I'll take it, I'll be there. They never show up. So that's just a big pain in the butt, because you drag stuff out, you put it out here on the porch, and it sits. And you can't really leave it out overnight because it'll get ruined from the moisture. I'll take these boards here, for example. Okay. So that lady was going to pick them up on last Monday. She said, oh, I'm heading out of town. I'm back on Wednesday. I'll pick them up on Thursday. So that's fine. Thursday comes along. She says, oh, I had a doctor's appointment. I can't come. So Friday comes along. Oh, but the alternator on my car went. I won't be able to come out until next Monday. This is some of the pain in the butt stuff that goes on with Facebook Marketplace. Most of the time it's good. Probably 60% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, people show up, they get their stuff. But then there's all the other just nutty stuff that goes on. Right now, I've got this, somebody's coming to look at this antique car right here, right there. And they were supposed to be here an hour ago. Now, looking at the antique car, that's not like a porch pickup where I can just leave it out on the porch, come or not come on time, and I don't care. I got to sit around and wait for this guy to show up for this car, and I can't start another project until this gets done. So hopefully he shows up here pretty soon, and then I can move on with my day. Several years ago, we had a roof leak here in the garage. We had the entire roof replaced, but that was many, many years ago. But up here on the ceiling, you can see there's still a stain. And when they do the walkthrough, we don't want people to see that and be concerned. So what I'm going to do now is paint it. The correct way to paint it is to get an oil-based paint, and it's actually like a spray can. You spray it up there, and that'll seal that in. The cob job way of doing it is you just paint over the top of it, and then it usually leaks through. The black spot usually comes through the paint. Well, two things. One, this is a garage. And second, I'm selling the house. So I'm not going to really care that much about doing it the right way. I just want to slap some paint on there and make it less obvious that once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a leak. It's nothing to be concerned about anymore. So I'm going to go slap some paint on that now. All right, it's all painted. It's done. Now on to the next project. So I just took my son to work and then filled my wife's car up with gas. And meanwhile, at home, we are chipping away at the list. Now, the list is what our real estate agent gave us of things that we needed to do to the house. In addition to packing and purging, we've been chipping away at this list. One of the things on it was to power wash the outside of the house. So let's go check on that. All right, good morning. It is Mother's Day, and I just made the traditional run to McDonald's for the Mother's Day breakfast in bed, so I'm heading back. Yesterday was a day of a lot of little things that were on the list. A lot of little things don't seem to add up to much, but we did start the game room downstairs. Spent just about 45 minutes on it. Really just didn't make much of a dent at all. So even though it's Mother's Day, that doesn't mean it's a day off. We got to keep this packing and purging and everything going, or else we're never going to get this house on the market. So we're going to be hitting the game room pretty hard. I've got some painting, some trim painting on the outside of the house to do. Even though it's too cold to do it, the temperature is not going to be warm enough, but it's got to get done. So that's what we're going to be hitting on after breakfast. So this is what we're working on now. These are clothes that are headed off to Florida, and that red tub down there has our summer clothes that we have to go through, figure out what we want to take to Florida and what we want to donate. So we're going to work on that this morning. Two rooms left, and these are the hardest of the rooms. Here I am right now in the game room, and we got to get all of this packed up. The bedroom, chipping away at that as well. Once we get those done, that's the major work. And then there's just picking up here and there that has to be done, and a few things on the real estate agent's list that needs to be done. But this is where the focus is for today, the game room and the master bedroom. So here's a sad story here in the gym. We had this room ready to go, and we converted it back into the Florida packing area. So it's got all of the packing materials that we need as we're packing stuff up. It's got stuff that we've been packing, and now this stuff here is all ready to go to Florida. We got some cardboard to help with the packing. And let's see, what do we have over here? We've got frame boxes and wardrobe boxes. We got all kinds of stuff in here now. This room is far from ready now. It just has gone 180. So once we get the other two rooms done, we got to figure out what we're doing with this room so that it's presentable, so that people can come in and look at it. A lot of this stuff here that's ready to go to Florida, I guess we can start moving it out to the garage now or something. We got to figure that out. It's becoming a logistics issue. So I often say the game room is where we stage our marketplace sales. Let me explain what that means. As we are going through the house, if we come across something and we think, hey, maybe we could sell this on marketplace, we throw it into a box or a tote or whatever and bring all that down here to this room. And then on our photo shoot days, we go through it all and we try to see, well, is there enough here that we can put together to make a sale? And then we'll take pictures of it and post it. So what we have in here is just a whole bunch of stuff that has been brought down that is waiting for us to go through to make the pictures so we can sell it. But we're running out of time. So that means there's not enough time anymore to be putting stuff on marketplace and be concerned about that aspect. We just need to get it out of the game room and either pack it up because it's going to Florida or send it off to the upcoming rummage sale. Well, here we are in the basement, and the entire basement is wrapped in this insulation. The insulation has this white covering over the top of it. The problem with this white covering is it's easy to poke holes in it. So there's holes poked all around. So what I did was I got some white duct tape. I'm just going around and covering all those holes up with the white duct tape. Works perfect. Well, my wife's working on the bedroom. My sons are working on the game room. And I'm out here. I'm gonna paint the trim. And it's too cold to actually paint the trim. But it's been raining a lot. And we're running out of time, so I'm just gonna have to do it. Just get her done. Well, I got about half the trim painted, and now it's raining out. So we'll have to finish this up on another day. Meanwhile, let's go inside and see how things are going. Checking in on the progress of the boys in the game room, and nobody was watching them, so they really didn't do anything. Oh boy, let's get to work. Well, I've made a pretty good dent in the game room today, but it's late. Got to get up, go to work in the morning. I'm tired, so I'm going to close it off. Thank you for watching today's video.